people are getting traumas from their life experience, from their genes, from various circumstances. But the trauma actually divided in the major sessions are divided into three. That is actually acute, chronic, and complex traumas. Acute trauma, that means a person suddenly get accident, a person go actually into physical assault, suddenly there is sexual assault, or a person got accident, or somebody passed away and it strikes the person. So these kind of traumas will affect the person sometimes in the life if they are not mentally strong. So it may be gives a long time trauma as well as short term as well. So that means it may be recovered if it is taking a proper medication and proper support from various service agencies and parents and families and peer groups. And what is actually happening here, the person is suddenly fear some sort of situation in their life, like death of a family person, like their parent, one of their parent or something like that. If they are very close to that situation, they got a kind of insecurity feeling within their self. Okay, so now you understand what is acute one. Now what it is a complex one. A complex one is mostly related to family violence, domestic violence. The kids, they are affecting from childhood onwards because of a lot of interventions of parents, strict disciplines, drug and alcohol problems in the family, fighting between the couples, the parents, and everyday conflicting, everyday abuse talks, and these all things affected the kids in a higher level. This is the subject we are going to discuss today. Okay, the complex one. And the other one is chronic one. This is also accompanied with same family violence, peer group kind of bullying, and a lot of other disorders, like maybe if they already got a genetic disorder, and these bullyings and the problems are affected in their mind at a higher level that we cannot explain. That a higher level depression kind of things and anxiety will comes. They feel the society how to face their problems, and there are a lot of cognitive problems, learning issues. It will even affect their nerve system, and this is another one is genetic disorder. So that is also comes with the chronic trauma sessions, because genetic as well, they get, because they receive the genes from the chromosomes from their parents in actually hereditary wise. That means they got some sort of traumas, and maybe the pregnant time when the mom got a lot of pressure in the pregnancy times, this kids affects the traumas within their within, if they are, even if it is the uterus, it will affect the kids at a higher level. We thought it is not, because we thought the kids are coming out of the uterus, or from the vagina. It is going to happen, they are born here, then only they get the mind and the soul level. But it is very wrong, because it's nobody is coming and giving a mind from the upside after born. If there someone is giving and the universe is giving, that is within their body, within the mom's body either. So that means these all traumas of mom and dad, the problems, what they are facing in their life, all affected this baby. And later it will comes to a trauma level, maybe a fear level. There is no confidence, lack of confidence, stress, anxiety, depression. These kind of things will comes to the kids. It's very important matter for next generation. I'm telling you, when you are holding a lot of wealth in your hand, doesn't mean nothing. If you're giving good living atmosphere, happy life to your kids, it will give a more prominent abundance and most prominent if you think like your legacy to your kids. That's the way you can do it. Okay, so chronic one is it's a long-term one. It will gives a person a long-term depression, long-term anxiety disorders, right? And it will affect the whole life. Even if they are mingle with their friends, they easily grab the emotionally problems, like they couldn't even they are very resistive sometimes. They are sometimes very introvert, and they want to be alone sometimes, but sometimes they want to be expressed, but at the same time people will interfere. Then they suddenly go introverted and resist what the change is coming to their life. So please understand that. And this is long term in chronic diseases, genetic wise, domestic violence wise, and peer group bullyings and all. Nowadays there are lot of groomings happening in the internet in lot of ways. So please understand your kids. You need to, I think most of the population in Western countries, they are looking after and giving the giving a good sort of discipline in the childhood, maybe giving a lot of information about kids on their following the system and everything, and they want to show off in front of the people, whatever it is there. If you are very worried about that sort of things, why cannot worried about their afterlife? So please understand, then give them peaceful life. That's the main thing. So here we are discussing about acute, chronic, and a complex type of traumas in different various types of variety of subsections as coming inside, and these all are affecting their future life in all level. For future alcohol, future drug addicts, future family violence, domestic violence kids, these are all depend on most probably the genetic one. We can leave it, okay, but the other things are created from their childhood onwards because of their circumstances that you are creating, parents are creating, surroundings are creating, peers are creating, schools are creating, not the schools, whatever the friendship. So you need to understand, you need to focus where your kids are mingling with, how they are doing, what you are doing first of all. Okay, if it is there is any kind of abuse related things are coming, you need to understand that, and you need to cut off that for your children. Okay, so this is for a common introduction. Now we are going for about our special subject about complex trauma. Okay, so what is complex trauma? Complex trauma is coming especially from it's kind of chain. It's a kind of chain traumas. It is not stopping. This is mostly happen because of family violence, because of conflicts within them and within their family, within their society, and wherever they are going, they are going to get a lot of restriction. These restrictions makes the children in some way they are going to a trauma level. Okay, if you're forcing your system into the kids in the childhood with smacking them, beating them, and kicking them, it will gives you back as a result of when they are in grow up, and then when they get into the teenage, and this kind of your actions will reflect back because they got this kind of traumas from the parents. I'm telling you, parents, you need to behave properly. If you are in that kind of situation, you need to evacuate that situation. You need to cut off that situation for your child. Okay, if you want another relationship, that's a different matter. That's your life, but you need to ensure what is your child. You need to be consistent. You need to give love to them. What they are looking for, they are looking for security. They are looking for your love. They are looking for consistency. This is what I am telling to all the parents in all the world. Please understand that. If you are going to the Google and you look into that, these kind of traumas and these kind of things actually happening here. Okay, it is happening, but you don't take any step. You don't take any step because you don't want to lose anything. You don't want to come out of your comfort zone. That I'm talk about my previous episode about your comfort zone. You are within a box. You think you cannot come out. It is not right. You can come out. You can come out for a reason. If somebody is evaluating you because of that, doesn't matter. That's not their life. That's your kid's life. That's your children's future life. That's your children's future family life. Their future family, who are coming, their partners, their life as well, their families as well, and the societies as well. If they are growing like this way, then they go into drug addicts, alcohol addicts, and get a lot of depression. They want to remove these obstacles, and they want to come out to use some other sort of energy. That is what it is called, the drug addiction and all, and consuming alcohol after continuously. That will affect their mental ability, as well as their brain ability to think what they want to do, and then become a social nonsense. No, if you want your children to become good and your generation good, you can save money, but that's okay. But at the same time, you need to do good actions, good karma that will give that memories you're passing to your children. What I'm saying to the previous episode as well. Parents, you need to understand what is your child, what is their need. I'm not talking about what the luxury things you need to give to your children. It is not. What the peaceful and lovable atmosphere, what you can give. If you can't give, you need to tell them. You need to tell them. You call for example, sometimes I got 3 boys, and I got 2 of them very small. Okay, so even though one is started school, another one is in kinder. So whatever it is, if I have sometimes financial problems or sometimes any other problems, I will discuss with them, because they need to know what is your problem. Instead of they are seeing suddenly that their mom and dad is fighting, and they are not giving any comforts for them. They're not buying a lot of toys for them. Other kids are getting them. Yeah, I'm sorry, excuse me. Other kids are getting that, but they couldn't get that. That sort of, even we think it is small, it is not small for the kids. So you need to understand, and you also goes through these kind of cycles. The children, when you are child, you also face the same maybe, and you don't understand when you grow up. I don't understand why it is. Okay, if you want to understand that, you don't force your principles or your society norms or labeling things down to the kids, please, because they are different souls. You just given a physical body to your kids, your chromosomes and your memories and your karma, your bad action, good action, whatever it is, you just given that only. But rest of that, not yours. That's from the universe. Whoever it is, you don't believe the God or not believing in the Almighty, doesn't matter. This is about your children future. It's about the future of the society, the future of the world, the future of the universe. Even though we saw the coronavirus recently, why these kind of things happening in this universe? Because of a lot of problems we creating into the society, because of human being. We got a free will and we are doing that. It will gives the reverse things from the universe. We throwing the plastic things to the public areas and everywhere. We don't take any action. So if these kind of action, there is always reflection. So that means when you're doing in their childhood, whatever the stress you're giving to your child, you will get that back. You will get that back from your children. With that time you were sick, maybe that time you're old age, doesn't matter. Maybe their partner will call you and tell you, this is the problem with your son, or this is the problem with your daughter I'm facing now. You couldn't understand still. You thinking that is not because of you, what you created. or your family what you created for the child, and you now you're thinking that's that girl or boy, that children's problem, and you are evacuating from that position. It's not fair. You need to treat that from the childhood onward. I need to understand there is any anxiety and there is any fear, there is any incapability, there is any restriction going on with your children in the childhood. You need to analyze how they are behaving, how they are taking action with sometimes in their lifetime, okay? And sometimes in the schools when they are mingling with it, they got any friends, if they are mingling properly, you need to look at that. You need to contact the school. You just saving the money, coming home, buying the stuff for the kids and showing you're happy. It is not. It is not. You need to analyze yourself. And I'm hearing past a few years back, a few years back, I got a friend, okay, that that friend told me that in some sort of world countries, they're looking after the kids and giving in discipline, knife and fork, what they are telling, when you go into a relationship, this will help you. After 20 years, after 15 years, you're worrying from the childhood, 1-year-old to 2-year-old. What a shit it is, okay? You're forcing your children for their family life without actually looking for their mental stability. It is bullshit. It is a fake kind of system in the society. Please understand, I know that person and I know that friend is suffering now because he couldn't understand his confusion. He couldn't understand his problems or her problem. You must have to understand, because of that maybe they're suffering in their family life and the other person also suffering in their family life. Need to understand. You need to concentrate on your kids on proper way and giving them freedom to select the love your kids. That is the only principle that you can give until your whole life to your children, and show them what is the other people. The other people is also same like you. The other country people also same like you. Don't say them this is ours, we are the best one, we are white skin, we are black skin, so don't allow other people into your life. No, this is not fair. You giving poisoning things to your kids. You're poisoning your kids. You're poisoning your legacy to your kids. You're poisoning your strict rules to kids. I'm sorry. This is because the kids are getting trauma. But in their later life, they couldn't understand. These kind of things makes them this much terrible condition. Later they give in to drugs, and these parents, he gets drugs, a lot of money went to other girls and getting alcohol continuously. Why they are getting? Because of you instead of genetic. I'm telling you, if it is genetic problem, that's not your problem. But if it is your problem, you done something, you mom and dad did something, that means you need to forgive. You need to forgive for your own position, your own your own past, and tell sorry for the kids. We are sorry. And whoever doing now, please take necessary action. Thank you for watching today for Wholeness Path channel. I know I am very emotional today, but this is the way I have to express, especially for the future generation and for the kids level. I also have 3 boys, okay? So the same way I'm seeing every kids in the world are same. Doesn't matter it's my kids or my brother's kids or somebody else's kids. I'm giving importance to kids. That's all it is. So thank you for watching. I know that it is a little bit faster, and because I cannot stop it, so that's the thing. So yeah, please subscribe the channel, please share the channels. Whoever maybe this kind of tutorials or maybe discussions, analysis will help other people better than reading in the Google or reading in the newspaper, okay? So please understand that and share to the people. Subscribe the channel and press the notification bell for all, then you will get notification for the next coming episode for various topics, right? So next time we are going to talk about a chronic disorder, okay, and the last one is acute one. These are all combination, but still, yeah. So bye bye, see you, thank you very much.